Hello and welcome back to the final episode of East 5, Kefin Lost City of Sand. Thanks to Stein and, a bit of fighting, we were able to break the hold that Jabir and the Philosopher's Stone had on our friends. And time to break the big rock. Adol has a bit of experience with that, too. Adol's just gonna let this play out, even though he knows he's going to have to fight something huge and abominable at the end of the little speech. Quite a bit. The third party. Thankfully, Stein has high enough magic depth so that it doesn't kill him. Okay, final boss, Jabir. Jabir has merged with the power of the Philosopher's Stone, so right now I'm going to bet Adol's like, some people never even have to deal with this kind of thing once. So for the first phase, you actually have to hack up these orbs, because right now Jabir is too high up off of the ground for you to actually hit with your sword. Now, the main thing about the boss fight is that this is basically the boss fight that health potions were created for. Damage is inevitable. Lots of damage is inevitable. His attacks come at odd angles and it's difficult to tell what angle your shield will actually block a lot of them. Once you've moved into phase 2, his attendant orbs take much less damage, but he does regenerate them. And destroying both of them causes him to spam this laser attack continuously, so you can't really get in a good stabbing. And since you can't jump over projectiles, and the orbs tend to shoot things that are either fast, homing, or spread, once again, damage is inevitable. It will happen. Jabir is also by far the sturdiest boss in the game, so you're going to be hacking at him for a good while even with the power ring. That said, there are some things you can do. He has a black hole attack that you can avoid pretty fairly, and the homing shots can be dodged. Yeah, this is what I was talking about if you destroyed both of the orbs. The lasers can be blocked, you just have to be more on the ball about it than I am. But Jabir has quite a lot of firepower to throw at you, so it's probably best to go into this with some kind of healing on hand. Now this is where I try to use the healing ring, but it turns out, that doesn't work on bosses. Well, too bad. Potions it is. Thankfully, once you hit the second phase, Jabir himself is always vulnerable to attack. He's just living long enough to do enough damage to take him down. Christ, I'm chugging so many potions, this might as well be Torchlight. And I didn't know that only one more hit would be needed to take him down. Oh well. Yeah, see that timer, by the way? Yeah, this came out around the days when SNES RPGs started experimenting with having really long endings. Unfortunately, your text speed settings do not affect the ending text. What was your first clue? Now she gets it. Oh, there we are. And so, the city of Kefin comes to an end. Yes, we have a title. Oh, that's some kind of Chrono Trigger shenanigans right there. Well, that all has his ways. Well, glad we managed to work in a more positive legend about Adol. He kinda deserves it. Don't call me sir, I work for a living. Well, messing around with time could have some problems. I knew Stoker would come through for us, somehow. Yeah, somebody get Willie back in the loop. I wouldn't count on that. Okay, the music here is an remix of The Boys Got Wings, which is Adol's theme and the overworld theme of East 3 Wanderers. Will 3 be okay? Okay, that's it for Ys 5. Final verdict? It probably doesn't deserve the horrible reputation it's gotten over the years. But it does have its own problems, such as how magic is pretty much useless against almost every boss, and you have to make magic blindly. By the way, as for Adol's next adventure, I will be doing my best to cover Ark of Nepishtim, and but that takes place a couple of years after Ys 5 did. Now, there are novelizations of, I believe, all of the Ys games. However, there are a couple of novelized adventures that don't have attached games. Record of the Destroyed, which takes place between Ys 2 and 4. And directly after Ys 5, there's an adventure novelized called Crusade of Blood and Sand, where Adol actually goes further east to the Tigris River, gets caught up in some local troubles, and ends up having to defeat an assassin cult and their false god. Unfortunately, we never get to tackle Adol's Arabian adventure. So, Adol walks off. This adventure is over. The desert once again turns green. So that is completely it for Ys 5. As I said before, there may be more I will be able to do with Ys sooner rather than later, so I will be seeing you when we cross the far west ocean. Bye!